What's going on, everybody? Don Martino here. I'm going to talk about Cobra Kai Season 5. I'm very excited too because I just watched this and it's a lot of fun. I'll start there. It's just as fun as all the other Cobra Kai seasons, but let's get into why. So in Cobra Kai Season 5, Daniel LaRusso is teaming up with Chosen from Karate Kid 2, and it's exciting to see these two pair together. Chosen makes a lot of the show, honestly. I was so excited to see what they did with his role. It was really cool. And in the beginning of the season, I wasn't really sure how this was all going to play because honestly, in the beginning, I kind of found myself dipping out a little bit, but then it goes down some really cool routes, like really cool routes, especially with the character of Miguel Zolo Mariduena. Did a great job in this season. I thought he was fantastic as hell doing what he did. He actually had some really good performance work this time around, and it was really impressive. And I also liked Robbie and Johnny's story, and really where we begin, Johnny's kind of out, you know, he's kind of out of this karate thing, not to give too much away, but honestly, it starts right off with Daniel closing down Miyagi-Do, and he's really kind of going on his own path, and a lot of this season is dedicated to those legacy Karate Kid characters, and it was really interesting to see it play that way. A little bit less on the karate students and a little bit more on those legacy characters. So I really respected it for doing something new, something different, but still keeping the fun and the DNA of what Cobra Kai is overall. I'll tell you what, I mean, it goes overboard. I mean, in a good way though. Like, some people might not be on this season, they might fall off, but to me, it's kind of set up to go big like this, and I really enjoyed what was happening. Thomas Ian Griffith is back as Terry Silver, and man, was he villainous this time around, and just everything I wanted from Terry Silver happened this season. I'm actually in the rare minority that really likes Karate Kid 3, but even I have to admit, this season of television, it makes Karate Kid 3 a lot better. Honestly, it takes things from that movie and enhances them in major ways, and I'm telling you, man, this whole thing, it feels like it's almost going to be leading to this ending. And honestly, if it wasn't for one event that happens toward the end of the season, it could have been a fair ending for the show, honestly. And it wasn't bad at all. I mean, it really kind of felt like their sort of Avengers Endgame. I don't want to give too much away about what happens, but the end of this thing is just epic as ever. And I'm really thrilled with the direction. Like, honestly, it's so good. A lot of the fights are shot incredibly well. Now, I'm not going to say it's my favorite season of Cobra Kai. Like, I really think 3 and 4 to me are still like the top 2 seasons. And I love them all, but for one reason or another. But 3 and 4 are especially just amazing. And this one is close. It's really close. I mean, there are just like a couple little things that I nitpick in this one, I guess, more so than I do in the other seasons, but I don't want to like give some spoilers away to tell you that. But I do want to watch this season again to give it a fair critique, but man, did I have fun watching it all the way through. It's so bingeable, man. I'm telling you, all these seasons of Cobra Kai have been extremely bingeable. I mean, it's consistent in that way. They're all just a little over a half hour long, and this one's no exception, guys. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and I really loved watching Zabka come back as Johnny Lawrence here and having his own little personal journey. And then on the same hand, Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRusso is having his own personal journey that all kind of builds to what the ending of the season is. And man, it's good. It's really good. And I don't want to give too much away again. I'm going to keep this non-spoiler, but guys, I just had so much fun with Cobra Kai Season 5. I hope you guys did too if you've seen it, and if not, please go watch it, come back, let me know what you thought of it, and let me know what you thought of it anyway. I'm gonna get going here, but before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and give Cobra Kai Season 5 a must watch. It's awesome television. The show just keeps going and just keeps tying the Karate Kid lore together in such cool ways. And man, by the way, also Samantha LaRusso, why can't I think of her actress's name? Mary Mauser. Mary Mauser is very good this season too. She gets her own little arc. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned her before I got out of here. And man, the rest of the show is just history at that point. I mean, you'll see when you see it, but it was just such an epic season, and I wanted to get my thoughts out there. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Please, before I get going here, will you help me out? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comment section, share this with your friends, hit that bell for notifications. Once again, I have been Martino, and I thank you guys so much for joining, and I will talk to you guys later.